That's right. Good morning, rail friends, and yes, it's sunrise at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, where Casey and I are starting the day early. The sun's coming up behind us just barely. Those are Christmas lights you see, and we have a horn on the NS. Trying to get this just right for you. Oh, it's a little more than I wanted. Let's try it one more time. My apologies. There. Let's try that. And that horn was down at Jersey. Now there is a signal indication between here and there, so there is possibility. He might be waiting. But we're getting ready for all the action, where we're looking for Norfolk and Western Heritage Locomotive. He passed Dalton a little while ago. Well, hey, you're hanging out trackside too? I hope you get all kinds of action down there in Austell. Not a better place in the planet. I love watching down there, seeing the Amtrak go through in the morning. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're hoping we got ahead of Norfolk and Western, who went through Dalton, coming this way. And then we'll see 4501 taking the Somerville steam excursion down today. And I understand 630 is going to be back on the rail with us here in the yard today. And then a doubleheader tomorrow on down to Somerville. So let's see how this unfolds. And there's a look at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum here at Grand Junction early this morning. Hey Tank, how you doing? Good job on the Dalton report. I just saw it and said, uh-oh, I gotta hurry up and get on over to TVRM where we were planning on being this morning, so I can catch it right here. Generally it's an hour. Generally it's an hour and 15 minutes to right here. And yes, as the sun rises, you are looking at Christmas decorations here at TVRM that they started putting up. And up there is a TVRM train. Tank, are you chasing anything particular, or are you just hanging out in Austell today? Well, we got all that horn action. We just need to match it up with some train action. But if we get a slow roll, that's fine, because the slower they roll, the more we get to see. Tank, if you're still on down there in Austell, a super thank you for giving us the heads up this morning in Dalton that he went by, and we got lucky enough to catch him after he went past TVRM this morning. And there's our first conductor arriving on the scene. Our sun's starting to come on up. Getting a little harder to see the Christmas train up there all lit up. So we're still setting up, so enjoy the view. I got a couple more things to go get. As the sun rises there in the east, you see the folks all excited starting to arrive because they can't wait to ride 4501 on down to Somerville today. And the locals are going to ride on the 630. So the local Missionary Ridge back and forth on the 630. He's getting the coupler ready over here for 4501 or whatever's attaching to this. That could be the local train today. Although usually the open air goes on down to Somerville. So we'll see as all this unfolds here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Like I said, I have a couple more things that we got to get set up, and then we'll be ready to catch all that action. So thanks for being with Casey and I this morning. Thanks for hanging out with everybody that's excited about this today. And there goes a whole bunch of folks off to somewhere. Who knows where, but there's a plane loaded leaving the Chattanooga airport this morning, which is from where we are about 2-3 miles away, tops. So there they go, headed north. Maybe they're going to Detroit, who knows? But I hope they have a fun time wherever they're going, because we are going to have one super fun time today, chasing all the action. And thanks to Tank, we got off on a monumental start with 8103 Norfolk and Western right here on the NS tracks. So let me go get the rest of the stuff. I'll be right back. You guys keep an eye on what's going on there. And I think we're going to go ahead and move on down by the scanner. So y'all put your seatbelt on. And hey, look who's here this morning. Brian's hanging out with us. How cool is that? So we're down here by the scanner. Brian's going to hang out with us and keep us out of trouble here. We're all crooked there. Look at that. Looks like I only had one eye open.
I think we got a couple more fans walking up.
So we're going to kind of spin around and watch the action over this way on this crooked tripod here. You can dress me up, you just can't take me out apparently. All right, you can hear the scanner. There's the eastbound signals for NS. On the scanner you'll hear CSX, the Buckshire, the TVRM train team, and the NS train. So sit back, you listen for anything while I got one more trip over to the truck.
Is that class track. Number one, we'll couple with program one. I'll see if I can't get you right at that one. Watch out. I thought you said north tower. You're going main tower. I see my location there, 367. Just down south. Norfolk Southern, milepost 334.1, now defect. Repeat, now defect. Let's check the facility from the downfall. I forgot to go do that. I'm headed back there to do that right now. Holy guy. Norfolk Southern, milepost 334.1, now defect. Repeat, now defect. Enter no. Come left.
Exactly. It's like that's because it doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't. You can decorate it for it. No good cranes.
Rail moments.
Rail moments.
Nah, he's actually a truck. I think he's back. He's good for it.
He's here every weekend, honestly.
Yeah.
It started.
Yes, now I think this is,
How are you today? Yep. Yeah, it's part of the way. I've been staying for 6:30 this morning, and I've been shooting time.
You know, you get ahead of it easy. It's very easy to beat this thing.
Once you know the timing, you're good to go.
That's the NW?
I did. Thanks to Tank this morning.
I thought it went through last night.
I was trying to get motivated this morning. When that report came, I was like, well, I know where he's going, and I know I gotta hurry now.
I thought it was going to go through like at 5 a.m. This morning. 8. I'm a Nostel kind of stuff. Basement. So.
Yeah, Tank is down in Austell this morning, and he saw it on the cam. And thank goodness he reported it, because I didn't realize that sunrise had moved all the way to 8. And so I was just a little unmotivated. And it had not been for him, I'd have missed it.
Lighting could be pretty good for photos today.
Yes.
Good.
Tomorrow's going to be awful, though, because it'll be back in dark.
Yeah. But every year, the first doubleheader is always on a honeybee festival in Lafayette, and the last day, it's always on daylight savings. So that's how you know.
Everybody, they're starting to gather. We are going to have a good time this morning as you see the sun rising on the Norfolk Southern track. The Christmas lights starting getting hard to see as the sun comes up, but hey, what is better than having the Christmas lights up this early in the season? At my house, we can't put them up till the day after Thanksgiving. Mrs. S says no way, and all in the same sentence. So coming out here last night to see them up, that got me all excited. So we're off to a good day. We got a group already hanging out. There is no better place to be on the planet this morning watching that incredibly beautiful sunrise start to come over. Where we saw the Norfolk and Western 8103, thanks to Tank, we got here in time. He reported up in Dalton, and we knew what we had to do then. Hurry. So, we're awaiting the arrival of both 630, 4501. 4501 is going to be taking the excursion on down to Somerville. And they call it the World Friendship where they're going to go to the World Friendship Pocket Park there in Somerville. And as you know, Somerville is known as the friendship capital of the world. And there goes somebody in their jet this morning. Way up there already. They forgot to take us with them. Hope we don't have too much background noise. Forgot to bring the dead cat on up. So, here we are. Let's await 4501 coming our way. Moving here just a little bit. Sorry for the little tremor there. Making sure we're set and situated and straight and not too awful crooked.
No, right there. Great job. Coming up on number 3. Man, how did that work for it? Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know about. I'm on the 1, parking brakes applied. Out.
Number 98 code for that other observation. They used to have two on this thing. Is it not certified for something? I don't know, but they were using it. C01 and C01. Yeah, that's what I broke it. Really? They took it back and forth.
They won't get lucky. Entering them. 633, left that Main Street, ready to go. Alright, 733, I'm ready for you. Okay. Alright.
They could have, you know, a little more friendly. You can add it out because they got some on the east shape.
Hey, Russ. This is 4564 ready for body. Yeah. Crossbar, 16-1, about 30 yards east from this end. They overcovered it up, I guess. That's correct. I think you're...
Don't try to be like that. Great little mountains where it leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Copy.
And as you see, the rail fans are lining up with excitement this morning. Can't wait for our feature locomotive, the 4501, built in 1911, a Mikado class locomotive. And we got Warren on the phone this morning. Let's see what he's checking in to tell us. Hey. Hi. Warren wants to know why we're all up so early and hanging out here. I'm filling him in that he's missing all the excitement. It's already here? Yeah. I think I'll be in town. Oh, you're kidding. Jesse and I just made pizza this afternoon. so disappointed. I'm disappointed that he's going to be doing this when we're trying to plan a day around it. He's here. He's in church and walk and lunch and pick up Chase. I think get back and Chickamauga. I opened it up. Hey, you won one. Awesome.
33 dropped off at the dorm, clear. Go ahead. They got the south crossing block, trying to come in from the north end.
Well, hope you catch something while you're up there at it as well. That'll get Jesse all fired up. You catch something up in his territory and he's not there. that'd be priceless. All right, have a safe trip up. Thanks for checking in. I'll tell everybody that you said hi, and we'll see you between now and then. Okay, bye. Hey everybody, that was Warren. He said to tell you all hi. He's headed up to Morristown today. He's going to do some train chasing while he's up there. And he's got a couple other cool things on his agenda up there today. So he just called to check in. The Norfolk and Western went by him earlier and he just broke the news to me that we missed the nickel plate. Jesse and I were going to try and catch it this afternoon, but apparently it went through at 5 o'clock this morning. In the dark, without you and I and Brian and everybody else chasing it. How dare that happen? So, next one off the list we won't catch today. I'll have to break the news to Jesse. He drove down Whistleboard Productions. He drove down this morning. That was on his list to catch with me, along with he's going to join us on the chase today. So, let's continue to monitor the action. You're listening to the scanner again for TVRM staff, NS trains, CSX trains, DeBuck's Yard. You got a little bit of it all this morning. So, let's have a good time as the sun rises here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum over Grand Junction. And that train that's full of people are arriving rapidly now. And they're all excited, and many of them are hanging out down here with you and I. You're there, an old style look. I'm going under and you can't look. Look who's calling. Do what? Oh, it's crazy. So, backtrack side where we are awaiting and looking for our guest locomotive. Need some swivel room here. As you can see, our trees are either doing choice A, dropping all the leaves, or choice B, staying green.
Change up this thing. 17, 16, 17, 16. No 5-0.
We got a much larger crowd this weekend than we had last weekend. There's the Southern 5000 that was restored here at TVRM. And ironically this morning, it is connected to the Southern Caboose.
Line up freight 82 cars and got that 367 on the head. Alrighty, pushing that 367. Where's that? Yeah. If we can't get like these doors,
What's this?
over here like that, they want to let me out those doors. Yeah. That's my short.
That's an idiot, Johnson.
38 on duty at 10:30. That crew will come out of the hotel. Hours in the local yard. So they arrive from the hotel to the local yard. Stepping out the office for a second. Copy that, van number 3 in Boxer Hotel.
Trying to board before we get the steam engine here, or wait to get the steam engine here first.
Our usual time, about 15 minutes.
Okay. I was trying to say Lane brought me a tin of paint I need to drop off in the office if I have time to run that over there. If I need to just give it to somebody here at the station to take over there.
Hurry, you know how to do it.
I will run over there and drop it right back then.
They just said 15 more minutes.
Parking brake, release. Out. Thursday morning visitor. Hey. Still up here asking, man. Oh, my pearl color. Maybe one day. Yeah, what are you doing here?
Yeah, but you were the dog, I saw that. You were happy.
Switch to the Google Fi Wireless console.
8, 6, 1, 8. Mobile protection off. Brake lights fully charged.
You're right, it's a gen set.
Yeah, they see. They took quite a few of those, rebuilt them out of Jeeps, repurposed them for switching, for a lot of industries in certain places. There was a few railroads that had them, and then they ended up getting rid of them because I guess the maintenance cost on them was too high.
Oh, speaking of maintenance, the NS MOW train is over on the I-line sitting in Cohutta this morning.
Yes.
He was up by Jesse, up wherever Jesse is, up northeast of here, up above Knoxville, up to, what's the next one when you go like that?
Oh, okay. You're talking on the
Where Little Eddie is, where all the trucks go.
Yeah.
Up by Churchill, but what's that big town up there? Where the three, up by Johnson City.
Yeah, Johnson
It was
City,
up in
yeah.
Johnson City, and now it's sitting over there.
Yeah, there's an area that me and my dad have been wanting to go to. It's Bulls Gap. There's,
He goes there a lot.
oh, really?
He knows that area like there's, I mean, like this. And TVRM crew said they're about 15 minutes from coming, so that anticipation continues to build.
Let's get a high of 75 today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be great today. Brian and I are talking about today's weather, and it's going to be 75 degrees between here and Somerville today. Brian's going to get his short sleeves out here after bed. It's a tad on the chilly side, but not bad. Sure
Well,
beats having to have...
Plus, I'm dressed for the occasion.
Oh, hey, Brian's going to do the Superman thing for you. He's dressed for the occasion. Brian, make sure that we are all entertained when we come up to Cowan with the most hospitality you can ever imagine.
Always do. This is the best place to be.
And if you weren't with us for Railfan Day up there, you missed out. Everything from an aerial display by Tony to hospitality through the museum with Brian, and we all hung out, and then we had a great dinner at the Mexican restaurant directly across the tracks, and then they did a night shoot, and Brian's coming up with a spring date for all of us, so I'm going to keep you all posted. And if you haven't checked out the cam at the Cowan Railroad Museum, you are missing out, because if you got one of those nights you can't sleep, it's one of those cameras that you can see all night, every day, 24/7, and it is just beautiful because the Depot 6, right in the heart of downtown Cowan, historical. The lighting is just picture perfect, and send your membership dollars on in. Unlike most depots that are owned by the city and what have you, Brian and his team on the board, they own that privately, and they have to come up to keep the roof, the rafters, and the termites out and keep everything going. So memberships are how they survive, and it's very inexpensive. And go by. Now, they're closed for winter. They don't like cold up there in the Cumberland Plateau, but come spring, those doors will be back open. And go on up if you've never been there. And if you have, go back. And you'll see Brian and all his group with open arms. So, mark that on your calendar, and hey, give somebody a Christmas present. Send them a membership to the Cowan Railroad Museum. Give them something that's unique.
Yeah, they can actually do it on the website.
Wait a minute, we got more details here. Brian's going to tell you extra.
You can actually do it on the website. If you go to CowanRailroadMuseum.org, once you get to the page, scroll on down, you'll see the options for your membership. Just clicking on it, you can pay it with the card. You don't have to wait until you get to the museum to get a membership. You can just do it online.
See, as old people, we do it the old-fashioned way. We go over there, visit, and write a check. Yeah, these young guys, they click and pay. And as you see, Brian is going to make his 500th, I assume that's a word, 500th video today. And your channel is?
It's TrainNut 85.
TrainNut 85. So check out the other 499 that's there, and when with 500's up, you can call it 500. Oh, we got action coming right at us, going eastbound, right before the signal. Although he's creeping slow, he might be stopping for a red signal indication. We'll see. Yep, he's still rolling. We got him coming. There he is. Norfolk Southern, headed east.
And we're coming your way.
And TVRM just said they're coming our way. As the morning sun glistens on that elephant style presentation for you. I'm surprised the pigeon aren't chasing all that grain.
I believe he may be going southward.
He was on the other side, though. I thought this side was
When you get down there, right at Ottawa, there's actually crossovers.
Right.
So then they had to go south.
At that crossover, you still K630.
okay.
Unless there's another train coming through. No. It probably ain't a lander. It's just west. Yeah, check it.
Oh, it's over there.
No, he's
Oh, you can go this way. You're fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to go behind.
Hey, Mark. Can they take your time here?
yeah.
Stay that, man. They can see you as well. I understand that. That's pretty cool.
No, because the sun.
And we officially have sun rising over the Pullman car.
So the blue water chapter decided to donate Spencer to your Captain 90. For this very day, we'll never have light. $100? Yeah.
Give me a call when you get in there, Bean.
Hey, Tony's up.
Car's rolling in there. That car's rolling in there, Jason. If you want to limber up. Alright, stretch the man. Corey, you're just about to roll in there if you want to get limber. Walker. Go ahead. Siemens is fixed and will be on the which one? Which one? The big one. Say again, I'm sorry, you're kind of muffled. The big one. The big one, okay. I'm ready to board when you are. Alright, well, we'll get it started. Alright.
I'm right here coming up to the front of the station as well, for record, without.
Well, that didn't sound good. We got the big one fixed. Now we're ready to come down. Let's hope it stays fixed.
Yeah.
And that was the TVRM crew that you just heard on the radio. They just took care of something on the big one, which would be 4501 to Brian, to my belief. And they are going to go ahead and start boarding. And 4501 will be leaving Sewell Shops here momentarily and coming our way. They didn't say what they fixed, but they said they fixed it. So for those of you that are lining up all the way between here and there going south for the next 55 miles, 4501 should be making its way to us here momentarily. You'll get your first glimpse right here. And then you guys get ready. Make sure the gas tank's full. We have 110 miles to go.
No.
Your cars are still rolling. Be just a minute. That light comes on, it's yours. So. Cocaine Bear, yours is old. So 47, 48, shut up 9, clear home. The boys cut, so we'll end up putting one brake on the
Boy, what a picture perfect moment for an NS train or something to come around that curve. Look at that sun. Oh, wow. We're just talking about how cool the lighting is at the moment. Brian and I are just itching for something to come around that corner up there on those tracks.
benefit what we do as car drivers. It's probably
Hey, eastbound signal towers. We should see it today, Adam. Tony, we did that video just for you and your birthday. Glad you're up with us this morning. And as we push them on board, we're going to get on that train one way or another.
yeah.
Axe one way to get on.
Yeah.
Not graceful, but it's on. Tony, you not working today?
Norfolk Southern, milepost 230.3. Track 2, no defects. CP, answer no. Say, come in.
Next, looking back at Grand Junction where they're currently boarding
Yes, 7 clears their,
for the Somerville excursion.
milepost 230.3. Track 2, no defects.
The 230 is on that line that you're looking at, the defect detector, just a little ways to the east of us. Tony, you working the whole day today?
When they're going.
And at 8:48 Eastern Standard Time, this train is due to leave at 9. So, for those of you that are lined up along Holtzclaw, looks like there could be a short delay before you see it this morning. But all sounds green that you're gonna see it this morning. And for those of you on, we will chase 4501 at a few key points today. And we are going to hang out for the arrival of the 6:30 after 4501 departs for Somerville. Because we haven't seen 6:30 in how long, Brian?
It's been a while.
He narrowed it right down. It's been a while. That was the best answer I had too. It's been a while. But we're going to see it this morning. So we aren't going to rip and go. We're going to park and stay. And we're going to see both 4501 and 6:30 this morning. Everybody's ready, eager, anxious, excited. Can't wait. Camera's ready, recorder's ready. Excitement level's high. Everybody skipped breakfast so we could get here early. Not me. I didn't get this size by skipping breakfast. I'll tell you that right now. My doctor gives me that lecture on a regular basis. Mike, take this half of the plate, just scrape it right off and put it in the go box. And my response is, you get close to my plate and I will put 4 fork prongs right in the back of your hand. And then I get another lecture. But my doc's good, he cares.
That's T38 365 will be a little bit more priority than the 284 if it comes down to a choice. Receiving 9, and it's probably going to be like straight across the shaft. Yes, the old wheel kind of broke loose. It's been looking like the bolt, the old rubber bolt. Here you can probably find it.
Yeah, I got Clover and Vincent. Where? We're in Winchester. When you go from Cowan to Winchester.
But you don't have one in College. You have one in Winchester.
Yeah, I gotta go to Winchester. Yeah.
Have pleasure. I hope more in the next 2 weeks because I want to get the leaves and do some shots. Kind of make a little stop in Stevenson and what have you, and work my way on over. Kind of a day-long deal.
So it's just clear hole in the clear, just later, we'll grab those later and plug the train.
Another eastbound. And here comes another eastbound. And there's those whiskers. Just passed milepost 1. He just passed milepost 1.
see some railway things. Of course, I got one of my favorite YouTubers right here, Rail Moments. He's doing his live stream.
Morning, all.
So, if you guys get a chance, subscribe to his channel. That way you get to see his live streams. I know I do. So, we just got word our steamer is on the way, so stay tuned.
Better late than never.
Hello, Kentucky.
I feel bad for them. They're playing Tennessee today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
And
uh-oh.
there he comes. 4501 is on the set.
Here at the coupling on the engineer side, be pushing up the hand signal.
Understand, we're watching for hand signals from Mr. Wood. Thank you, sir.
What's protocol here for me jumping up and getting is that bad form?
You'll be okay right now.
I mean, what about all these people getting pissed if I set up?
Oh, they'll get over it.
Oh, you think so?
Well, like everybody will come up here. They're gonna leave relatively quick because they're way behind schedule.
Okay, all right.
So, but if you want pictures, now's the time to do it.
Okay, all right.
That's right, I'll buy it. That's right. 372, you guys are going out by the camera, so on that you get a big bag mark there, something to look for. Go ahead, y'all, you're good. It's a horrible ranger you got there. That bottom one. Get like every third word. I
You're right, Tony, they do. That's kind of cool.
That's the way to do it. You don't see that that often.
No, that's like a blast. That's so cool to watch. Yes,
That's
folks,
definitely the old school dog.
we're watching the old school way, as Brian just said, to take a picture with an old school locomotive. How cool is that?
Yeah, sounds like you come in. Sorry to bring the wrong patient here.
That's pretty exciting to watch. You're right, Tony. I'm not sure which is rarer, the camera or the locomotive.
Well, if you think about it, it's right around the same era, too.
And for those of you not familiar with the 4501, it's the old Southern Railway 4501, and it is preserved thanks to all the efforts of the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. It's a Mikado type steam locomotive, and it's a 282, and it was built in October of 1911 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And kind of a side note or a unique piece, it's the first of its wheel arrangement type that was made for the Southern Railway. And as you know, the Southern Railway back in the 50s built the Debux Yard, which is now Norfolk Southern second largest classification yard of its type in the NS system. So, you're seeing historically made pictures of a historic locomotive with a little bit of the past and a little bit of the current, all in the same picture. Maybe we'll get one that goes up on top on the NS line. How cool would that be? As you see, we got folks everywhere this morning. A lot of them had to get on the train. We had a crowd down with us this morning, but they've all kind of moved up, and the rest are all going to go running out of here when this locomotive leaves, jump in their car, and they're going to find all the spots that they have picked out between here, there, and Somerville, 55 miles south of us. Now, today we're not going to jump in the car and go roaring out of here because we're going to wait for the return of the 630 that's pulling the local, which is the Missionary Ridge local. So 630 will make its appearance next. We are a tad behind schedule for them this morning. And track 2 at the 230 just cleared the defect detector. That means we're going to see side by side a westbound passing right here. Hopefully we will get a fantastic horn salute for Norfolk Southern as we await for them to get ready to leave. We might move spots, we may stay here, don't know yet. We'll just kind of play it by ear. But let's hope we get to see the old time camera, the old time locomotive, and the new type, Norfolk Southern diesel electric, go right past here to make it a complete 100-year span on this incredibly beautiful morning here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, where it is currently 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. Adam, I have not heard. I know 630 is due to make its appearance, but since they're running behind, I don't know. I'm going to guess that they're going to have to wait for 4501 to go ahead and pass Sewell Shops before it leaves. As you can see, they're having their train team meeting outside there at the 4501 cab. Bo's going over the protocol and plan of the day, where they're a little bit behind schedule. Oh, look how beautiful that sun is on 4501 this morning.
No, I was thinking about asking this question. Where along the line I never got that far into it.
Not really. Coming down there, hold up.
only about 8 miles above Summit. Depending on what you run, I use the Summit. The parking shell, I want to. I've got a new bridge up to the back. The two on the back. Everybody's gone. That's off the back. And have a seat on this side. This side is behind the car. There's a big flag that lights up the night on that bridge. You'll have real kind of 6 miles of almost every third Oh, I have a blast doing that. I'm on way to lift off the like there's so many cool Before you guys go, I'll give my phone number, my other phone, my real phone number. Somerville has a beautiful, yeah. Now, when he gets ready to go, you're going to get a massive amount of steam that comes out the side. You want to get too close or you're not going to see anything. Yeah, when he releases, you'll just see it cloud.
And Andrew Walker, right? Go ahead, Andrew. We're releasing the handbrake. Keep an eye on that ramp. Yeah, I got you.
Yep, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, wait, that's right. They're supposed to be white right now.
You see a bit at 21 and declared 20. 21 and declared 22. That's 22 on the ground.
Thank you.
Brian, you can.
Nah, I'm standing here for a moment on the shade.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get my departing shot and then go for Rossville.
Okay. I'm not sure where I'll catch back up. Are you going all the way to Somerville?
Yeah, I'm going.
All right.
For Rossville.
I'll see you some ways between here and Somerville.
All right.
Thank you very much. Right there, O1, if you want to set the brakes up for last one, that's a circle.
are you today? If you want, if you want in front of me, go ahead.
You'll get better, Dave. Double check. Troy does a good one. Troy's not up here. Go over there here in a minute. And these 21 together. I can put 41 over cross track over 3 and yeah. Thanks, Tom. Should be it. That should be it. Yeah.
The more the merrier.
You guys already take that signal out of the camera? Oh, yeah. I heard you want me, okay? Got 4 on the truck. I don't know about the EOC room yet. I've been there, but I don't rather see you. I don't think that. I've got a couple out here. I'll take the local phone. That'd be great. I see it right there, right now. Still got a class track on one coming out, you know, get it together, bring it home, it's on WS45, that'll be posted out to Brown, I believe.
Hey, see you along the way.
We have anybody who gets stuff for any time to protect the area, 355. 2 of them down there. All right, great, thank you.
Well, looks like everybody's pretty much on board. And
West, no top, okay, there. Good up the middle, pretty. Back.
as you can see, cameras are ready, folks are ready. They're lined up all the way along here taking pictures.
Right there, 01, we got a good set on both sides of the train. Lincoln when ready, then you can turn them around.
Show 3 past Lincoln Street 25.
Sounds like everything's in the go position.
Back up here.
At the south, that's
Alright, I'm gonna close 50 up.
good.
I'm gonna pull off it. You just clear it up. No, I'm up here. I just wanna see if you were done with it, and I can give everyone else. Are you done with all the repairs over here? You still got a few. I still got a few here. Give me just a minute. I'll be on that car you got. Okay. I'll leave everything locked down. Let me know when you're in the clear there, Billy, and you'll get 13 black shoved up the side. 13 in the side. Billy Murdoch. For that. Are y'all getting close to Understanding Service North End at the house is done? Yeah, probably, I don't know. I can't. Okay. You know, I'm just waiting. It's 355, please. Come in, Dennis. Go ahead. I found another ESP up here. Later on, you can look for it. I'll put it there. That will drive, right past the Norfolk office.
All right, that'll work. I'll swing that over here as soon as I can, and I'll be good. E4 AM.
Let's take Kimberly to good break. 325. Thanks. Good number and everything on it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you got it. Have a fun trip. I'll see you along the way. Drive careful.
All right.
Don't get a ticket in those little towns.
Nah, no plan on it.
goes a pair of paint schemes on the DPU units there for BNSF. But don't go. Next up should be 6:30. We'll listen on the scanner. There's another group of folks taking off from Chattanooga Airport, going across the sky.
I'm thinking it's in that range. It's
And we're going to listen to the scanner because next up, 6:30, headed our way, pulling the Missionary Ridge Local. As it starts to warm up here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, and 4501 is officially on their way. So if you're lined up, excuse me, if you're lined up down along Hoaxquaw, they got a slightly late start, but they are coming there your way in all of the steam glory that there normally is with the allure of that incredible Baldwin Locomotive Works made steam engine. That Mikado tie, it just has its own personality, and it is going to be headed on down to Rossville, where you'll see John go on down through Chickamauga, Lafayette, or Lafayette, however you want to say it, and across the famous bridge there, the iconic bridge there in Tryon, and then it will pop right into Summerville, Georgia, at the World Friendship Pocket Park there in Summerville, Georgia, and a very, very beautiful park where the turntable is, and an incredible memorial there to our armed forces and the different conflicts through time that have occurred. If you've not gone to the other end of the park, it's a must-do. And that is why Summerville is known as the friendship capital of the world. Susan with Main Street, the welcoming committee, has the carpet rolled out down there. You're going to feel so welcome. So, do not miss out going down there with us today if you can't go in person. Hopefully my friend John will be down there and he'll help me with production, and it would be so cool to see the other John ride into town today. So everybody, don't go. We are awaiting the arrival of 6:30 here at TVRM, which is supposed to be pulling the Missionary Ridge Local today. So we're not going anywhere yet. Everybody else, as you can see, is pretty much gone. There's you, I, and the group with the incredibly old-time camera system. And Warren's about to call. He's got something exciting to tell us, I'm going to guess. So I'm going to take his call here in just a moment. We're going to listen to the scanner and hear the progress of 6:30. Like I said, 6:30 is going to have to wait for 4501 to clear Sewell Shops, and then they'll come on down the main line. And I'm going to guess, I don't think their train's already down here, so they'll probably be pulling the Missionary Ridge Local with them. So, and 6:30's been a while, so let me take this call from Warren, and I will be right back. Y'all don't go anywhere. Yes, sir.
the whole folks home. I've got to walk back down and grab that 9 on the way back. Copy that, JR. Just clear of map. Look, man, at the tower. I'm heading to the door.
Along the way.
Sounds good, sir.
All right. Y'all have a fun day. Okay. Bye, Warren. That was Warren giving us a few up-to-date what's going on and when it's going on. As a B has adopted the recording device here, and he's kind of like all over it. The sun has warmed him up and he's out and about.
In front of you, you want me to hold up a minute?
Yes, hold up. I'm two from the bottom now.
So, we're awaiting the Missionary Rigs Local and steam locomotive TVRM number 630 as the folks are gathered. But since 4501 got off to a late start, they're a little bit behind, but we'll see them before long because they are scheduled for 9:30. Hey, how are y'all?
Yeah. Guess the same one already left, or they turned it off.
4501 has left, but 630 is supposed to be coming down. 630 is going to be on the local today. 4501 that's taking the Somerville Steam excursion, it left out already.
I'll close this door down.
Yeah, 4501 is going to Somerville and back.
That's the 8-hour trip, right?
Yeah, it comes back at like 6 tonight. And then the 630, which is another steam locomotive that we haven't had on for a while, is supposed to be on the Missionary Rigs Local that goes back and forth to Sewell Shops. But because 4501 left late, they had to wait for it to get past Sewell Shops before it can come down. So it's due any minute.
So that one's gonna be the same one too?
Yes. It's its first time back in a while. We haven't seen it in some time. It's been in the shop. And then tomorrow it's going on the double. It's supposed to go on the double header tomorrow, leaving at 9, and 4501 and 630 will go down to Somerville and back tomorrow, which is 110
Now about 5
trip.
more, and we'll stop at 30 there. Quarter to 28 for a minute.
Are you riding 630 or?
Yeah, we're gonna ride the one behind.
The local, the mission.
Okay, then you should have 630 on it today. It'll be fun. Is this your first time here? It's a cool place. They got all kinds of fun stuff.
I've ridden one in Korea.
That's me. You're actually live right now. Anybody you want to say hi to? You sure? Okay. But yeah, you'll go down. You go across 4 bridges through a hand-dug tunnel. You'll go down to Sewell Shops. You'll get off there. There's a turntable where they'll turn the locomotive. You'll get a shop tour. It's one of the only places in the country they can still turn steam engine wheels. With the amount of equipment they have a massive shop down there. They make or reproduce whatever they have to. You just can't go to Walmart and get parts anymore. So it's a cool place. And there's a lot of different things. We have the Christmas trees. There's a whole list of stuff.
Yeah, they do that at the Clear Railroad Museum in Alabama.
Okay, yeah, there's
If you heard of it.
there's all, like I said, there's just a whole list of fun stuff here.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 230.3.
All right, the 230 is just down
no
there.
defects.
We could have, and next the NS tracks up there. And anything that's going up to northeast or down to Atlanta goes past here.
Right south.
Yeah, and that's a double track up there. So you'll see a lot of NS train information there. A lot of trains there.
Over at 6th Street.
Oh, my God.
Chris Spain, Fort Eagle, got you middle of 7, put in clear footing. It's you alright? You got time for a 355? Sure do. Give me a moment to set it up. One pound lead, Johnny, on his 3. North Tower. Well, come on down. You got permission. We got power in 13, so I guess it's parking in 12. Parking in 12 in the clear. Parking in 12 in the clear. Serial's down, going south. Here we go. You'll see the only power you got when you come down here, parked right beside it, between that power and 13 and the main line. Right beside the 12. That east side of that power. I got that 28. I'll line back for you.
You guys have a fun time. Wave when you go by.
You're clear. Appreciate it.
Just reading the notes. And Warren called to let us know that we had hoped to catch the nickel plate today, but apparently it zipped through Chattanooga at 5 o'clock this morning. Now, for those of you who just jumped on at the very beginning, literally moments after we got here this morning, Norfolk and Western went past right here leading. So we started that video off with that. And 4501 left a little late. Apparently they had a little repair project this morning before they could go. And right now we are waiting on 6:30 to arrive here at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, where we've not seen 6:30 in a while. Brian and I was trying to decide how long it's been, and the best we could do was quite a while. So 6:30 is supposed to be pulling the loco this morning, and it couldn't make its appearance until such time that 4501 was gone and out of the way. So we're hanging out, waiting on it, seeing what else is coming. All kinds of exciting stuff headed to Chattanooga. Conrail 1976 for CSX coming up today. Seaboard Systems CSXT 1982 coming south today. Should go through Chattanooga. As we said, the Norfolk Western we saw go through. Nickel plate's already gone through. And 4001, NS4001, the DC to AC conversion locomotive blue with the main MANE scheme, paint scheme, is leading a train going to Jacksonville. That'll go right past here today. So, man, we got a whole lineup of inbound trains. While we await 6:30 to arrive here, trackside, and we're listening to the scanner. Haven't heard where it's at yet, but as soon as we do, we'll have 2 steam locomotives to start our morning, and then we'll go ahead and pack up the car and start working our way south. depending on what time it is, that'll make us decide where our first stop will be. And special thanks from Casey and I to all of you for being with us this morning here on Rail Moments. Make sure you tell your friends. Thanks for the thumbs up. If it's your first time, please subscribe. We do lots of lives all week long, nighttime, daytime, lunchtime. And if you guys haven't seen the NS8103 locomotive and the training, the hazmat training train, we caught it yesterday. New York Central leading the train right in front of it, 20 minutes behind it. NS911 leading the safety train going down to Georgia outside of Atlanta. That's where they were heading. So check out yesterday's video. It was really, it was foggy and rainy, so sunlight there was none. But we got them both, got good views of them, got a nice long pan, so check them out. And as you know, we don't see the 911 very often, that training train, but it is so cool to see and what it stands for in Norfolk Southern's commitment to training the firefighters and first responders and all of the things that involve that to be aware of with a train in a hazmat situation. So it was here in Chattanooga for training, and we got to visit it. So more to come on that. Casey will get you up to date on that when the time's ready. And if everything goes right, we may go ahead and chase it south to Lula on Tuesday. We'll kind of see. That's the current plan as long as the weather keeps. So we're looking forward. And that's the NS main tracks up there. Anything going east-west through Chattanooga will be going past there. At the end where they split, the Atlanta North District makes a bend to the right there at Bootleggers Crossing. Many of you have been there with me. And the spur to the left, Knoxville West End. So we're waiting to hear from 6:30, where the Missionary Riggs local train is currently running behind schedule. And good luck to all of you down there chasing 4501 now. Should be getting close. It's going down Holtzclaw at this point. Probably about to go past the zoo, I would guess, based on the timing. Takes about 40 to 45 minutes for it to get over to 23rd Street, where it hops on NS trackage as it goes through Rossville once it has permission from NS to enter on through their line. And then after Rossville, it hops on the tag line, the old Central of Georgia line, and goes on south. So, like I said, depending on the timing, we'll see it again. We're just not quite sure where we'll see it again. But we will today, and we're going to go down and say hi to Susan in Somerville today. So, everybody stay excited. We got more steam action coming right our way as soon as they get here with the local. All right, they just made an announcement that 6:30 is on its way, and it shouldn't be long, and that's what it sounded like. So hey, let's get ready for 6:30 coming our way. Let's get readjusted here just a tad. Since everybody's gone and they're all running south, we kind of got the whole place to ourselves. It's like your very own personal rail yard. Just as promised.
100 exit yard limit, Grand Junction, eastbound past the TW Tower out. I'm in the clear for go. Try not to run over bus or you know, engage the track. What'd you say? Like you did think it's 1 days ago, right? After I got that one car? I just wanted you to grab one car. You didn't get it together, didn't you? Oh, I did. I was wondering, no, you still got a hump on there. I just want you to grab one car, so that's all right. Appreciate it. Hey, yeah, he's still going on the bus on top of that. Coming over track number 5 again. Edwards over. Edwards answering. You're good. Just want to let you know I am almost there. I got stuck at Glass Street over. Roger, Rodney. I'm still working people, so we're good. Understood, just want to give you an update, bring it out. Take it off the train, sir. Take it off the train, sir. Go ahead. Have one head to the restroom, so we'll be out momentarily. Run north through Local Yard 1, Local Yard 1, the very north end. Local Yard leads. Find yourself out up there. When you need to be back, you can call, keep that away. Alright. Up north and off, back up.
Hey everybody, I'm back! Ran some donuts up to the engineer staff. Up at the train cab. Ran across Noah. And up in the front, there's a great big building, and inside of it is a huge model railroad layout. Y'all should stop and visit that. We're gonna go ahead and move a little bit, so y'all put your seatbelts on so we can catch 6:30 as it makes its way to East Chattanooga. We're gonna head on kind of down here at this spot in the shadow of the Southern, so we get kind of a cool picture as it leaves on the excursion. So we're gonna get set up here. Give me a couple moments. There. All right, let me grab the scanner.
little bit past the tower here, so wherever you want to pick one, just
All right.
where's that bridge?
You're listening to the Debug Yard, Norfolk Southern traffic, CSX traffic, and the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum staff. Currently, they're finishing the boarding process. They're at Grand Junction.
3 more headed your way. Roger, Roger.
They got 3 more headed their way to get on board.
Okay, copy.
We're just kind of checking our alignments here, making sure we're good to go, because they're going to turn that train on the Y. W-Y-E. Let's see how we look going.
Okay, copy that. We'll meet up.
Hey, get a little bit. Our colors are kind of happening. We're either green, bald, like this one. It just went straight from green to nothing. These guys, they're all hanging on. And those guys down there, they're adding a little bit of color to the alleyway. And that's where we'll see the 630 leave the yard limit on its trip this morning. It'll be working the yard, so we'll see it again tonight. And like I said, at this moment, they are boarding passengers up at Grand Junction. And then you'll hear the whistle as they turn that train on the Y. Again, it's spelled W-Y-E. They'll pull forward, back up, and they'll come right at us right here. And they're getting ready.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Steam and smoke fills the sky.
Coach 630. After that coach, and hopefully it'll click in this time. Yeah, for real. Full stop 630. Stand by. Since I walked up to it, it went green. We're line for the east leg. I see clear for 2.5 cars right now. Start shoving.
And there's the whistle indication that he heard and acknowledged to start shoving backwards.
Edward 630. She cleared for 3 into the curve now. 3. Get that left for us.
And just real quick before he gigs here, as it's reversing, the Southern Railway, number 630, was crafted by the American Locomotive Company, ALCO, in 1904. And this locomotive that you're about to see took to the tracks under the Class K designation, and it features a 280 wheel arrangement, often known as consolidation. So we're going to see that locomotive run right past us, a former Southern locomotive, and it served the Southern Railway for 48 years. How cool is that? So let's get ready. It's backing up or reversing or pushing, whichever language you want to use, into the top part of the second part of the Y. So let's get a good view there where you're going to see it come right at you on the rail to your left. And when you saw it come in, it went right straight on the far rail. Now when it comes back, it's going to be on the second rail. And at this point, here at the switch, that rail goes into the main line, where we'll follow it as it goes out of the yard limit. So at that switch, it will have completed its turn on the Y and be looking right at you. So we're right here next to a fellow Southern locomotive, the 5000, and a Southern caboose.
Entry note. 325, come in, over. TVRM 300 signal indication, and you do have permission on Central Georgia. All tracks no restrictions at 10:09, 10:0.
Good morning, Brian. As the 630 makes its way on down.
I got that thing. Yeah.
The NMRA headquarters, yes, that's where the model train group is. Noah's up there. Everybody go see. Brian, catch you later.
I'm on track 7. Track 7's going to the plug. 82 cars.
All right, everybody. 4501 is on its way south. 630 is on its way west down to Grand Junction. Excuse me. From Grand Junction on down to East Chattanooga, where Sewell shops are. And we are on our way to the truck because we're going to take off and start chasing the 4501 on its way to Somerville this morning. So, part 1 comes to a close with all the steam action. Oh, how good it was to see 630 back on the track here at TVRM as it just left the yard limit, headed across 4 bridges through one hand-dug tunnel as it makes its way through historic Missionary Ridge, and that tunnel made way back when. So, as always, it's not goodbye. See you at the next crossing, which won't be that long. Watch for the queue, and we'll see you on the way to Somerville. Tony, see you in a little while, unless you have to go to work. I know you're going to work before long. See you in a little bit.